All right, let's check. Twitch. Alright, mute that so we don't get a loop or feedback. There we are. Alright, so this is a test stream. I'm just going to check this out, make sure that everything is working. I'm going to play some games. Potentially I'm going to have some friends on and have a little chat, so we'll see how this goes. But it is 12 o'clock. My name is Mike. I'm a representative from the Game Development Department, or the Advanced Game Development Department at KPU ENTA, or Entertainment Arts. Because we are starting off with a Halloween stream, I figured that maybe, playing something a little bit more along the lines of spooky stuff would make sense. Oh, pardon me for a sec. I'm just gonna jump over. Alright, I've got so many windows. Oop, I can't do that. That's gonna mess with... There we go. That's gonna mess with things. So, again, just trying to manage a few things here before we jump in. So I'll jump over there, and I'll jump over here. Pardon me. All right, just seeing if there's another person that's going to join the stream or not. If not, it's fine. I'll just jump in. Okay, they're just checking their headset and stuff. Perfect. And then, yeah, I want to get into playing some Inscryption today. I haven't had a chance to play it myself, but I've seen a bunch of stuff on it, and I've seen other people play, so I want to give it a rip and see what it's like from the hop. And for anybody who hasn't played, Daniel Mullins, the developer of this, he's actually one of my favorite stories to tell students.
Okay.
He's the creator of Pony Island.
What's on this thing?
Oh. All right. New name, continue options, anything I need to, flicker effects, yada. That's fine. I'll do windowed, just because that'll make it easier if you're going back and forth between things. Okay. And let's jump in. New game. Alright. That was odd. I love Mullins games. Another challenger. Perhaps you've forgotten how the game is played. Well, yes. I know it's a card battler. Okay. So we got a wolf, a stoat, and a squirrel. Okay. I'll put my squirrel there. Now play my stoat. Okay, So it looks like there's a blood cost. Okay, I don't have enough to play there. Ring my bell. Stoat stands unopposed. Number on the bottom left, the attack power. Yeah, kind of figured. Bash the dude. Alright, he's damaged a little. Yeah. Now, the tricky thing is that with all Mullen stuff, it's never as surface as it feels. Alright, Stoat stands in the way of Coyote. He's got 2 attack power and 1 heart. So he'll do some damage, but my Stoat should kill him next turn. Yeah, if creature runs out of health, it dies. That's fine. Draw from my deck or draw a squirrel. I'm gonna. Okay. That's fine. I can't play any of those, but my Stoat is gonna kill. Grab a squirrel. Play the squirrel. No, I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Okay. Okay. Because I sacrificed 2. Alright. He's got a ton of health. Okay. Take another squirrel. Throw out the wolf. Deal a lot more damage. There we go. Bash. Alright. So the premise is pretty simple, but like I said, all of Mullen's stuff is really wild. Let me recall your story. Ooh, here we go. Lost in the forest. Yeah. Single path. Which one? That one. The Undying Cat. Oh, cool. And the Caustic Adder. Oh, nice. Only one may grace your paltry deck. I want Undying Cat. Oh, we got someone in chat. What's up, dude? Let's see here. Yeah, we are windowed. This is one of those things where I need to jump across. Alright. So, let's see if we can get this call going. Oh, hello. Alright, now, can I do this and jump on a call? Sure. Let's see. Oh, hello?
Hello.
Ooh, he's quiet. I don't know how to boost your audio up. That's a good question. I've got my sound cranked. Just a moment. This is why I'm doing a test one. Yeah, audio is definitely quiet. Oh, is my audio low or is it just James on the other side there?
Just gonna see if I can mess with some stuff on my side.
Okay, let's see. Just a sec here. Is there another? Oh, there's just the one Discord window. Settings. Let's go audio. Output. Here, let's try that.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, that's much better. Yeah, my settings in Discord had you like super muted. So that's much better. I'm just going to tweak the OBS settings. Here, why don't you say something? I'll just see what your levels are like.
This is me saying something.
Perfect.
So you can check your levels.
Thanks, dude.
No worries.
How's it going, man?
Not bad. How are you?
I can't complain. I'm playing video games as part of my work, so it's not the worst thing ever.
I understand that.
Yeah.
You're rocking the Walter White look pretty hard right now. Looks good on you.
Thanks, dude. The beard is out of laziness, and then the top is just out of cleanliness.
Yeah, I know. With age becomes less fuzz up top.
Yep. We just kind of reappropriate it from here down here.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, James is actually the guy who literally got me my very first games gig. We went to school together back in the day.
Yeah, it's my fault.
Yeah, any of this that you see is definitely my. It's James that brought me in. All right, so how you doing this fine day, dude?
Lunch breaking it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Where are you these days?
I'm back at the Coalition.
Ah, okay. Actually, one of the guys that I was doing a workshop with yesterday, Ali, he used to do narrative stuff at the Coalition.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he kind of like dips in and out of like games and film and VFX. And, yeah. Have you ever played Inscryption?
No, I've watched people, like some of my favorite streamers play it.
Oh, okay. My kids,
Not sure.
My kids.
Yeah, sorry,
totally,
go ahead.
Oh, sorry, dude. My kids loved watching Markiplier play it.
Oh, yeah.
That dude, like, I mean, it's Markiplier. The dude's just sort of built for streaming.
I could never get into Markiplier because I found him a little too yelly.
Yeah.
But I mean, which is funny now because I watch Queso a lot and that dude just yells all the time.
What do we got here? This is, like I said, this is my first time actually playing this game, so... Did you ever play Pony Island?
No.
Oh, dude. Pony Island is so good.
I don't know what it is, but I just can't get into, like, these card-based games.
Well, Pony Island is a side-scrolling... It's so hard to describe Pony Island without actually, like, playing it, but it's... Picture, like, a super pixelated, like, 8-bit side-scroller where you play as a unicorn. But because it's a Mullins game, as you're playing through it, like, the game breaks, and then it brings up, like, a console, and so then you've got to actually go under the hood and, like, fix some of the programming. And then, like, you know, I don't want to ruin it for people who haven't played, but, like, the side-scrolling game isn't the game, right? Like, the side-scrolling game is there, but it's not really the meta. So it's, like I said, it's nothing like this. Like, Mullins doesn't make, like, this is his card game, and then he's had Pony Island, which was his side-scrolling game, and he's got another one, I can't remember that game, but yeah, like, he's got some cool stuff. All right, I'm gonna place over here because those are just damage sponges. And then I play this Doge there, and that gets me somebody who can attack. And then I've got an Undying Cat, which can't do damage but can't die. I don't want to play.
I am really, really crazily looking forward to playing the new Dragon Age game.
Oh yeah, that comes out. Is it
Today?
Today, yeah.
Yeah.
What ticks me off is, like, there are reviewers that are like, oh, you know, like, I like this or I didn't like that, and, like, I just finished it and this is how I feel, and I'm like, you know, the rest of us haven't had a chance to even touch it yet, and, like, you're wrapping the entire game.
Yeah, well, because they've had the review copies for like a week and they've put like 40 to 60 hours or some crap into it, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm upset at all the people who are crying that it's too woke for it to be good before even playing. It's like, shut up, idiots.
Yeah, and honestly, like, those are the same people that complain that Star Trek has gone woke, and it's like, have you
Star
watched...
Trek's always been woke. What are you talking
Have you watched
about?
a Star Trek? Like, you do know, like, first show with, like, you know, main characters being, like, black guys or Asian people, or, you know, like, there's...
It was the first show on network TV to show a black actor kissing a white actor. Like, in the 60s, that was crazy.
Yes. Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, so I can see the second layer. I can't get my snapper, so... Yeah, I've never understood the whole, like, cry woke about things. It's like, it's a game. If you like it, like it. If you don't. Move along.
Yeah, just don't play it. Move on.
Yeah. Do I take a new card? Or do I guess I take squirrels, because squirrels are how I get my stuff out. So I squish that one and that one. Oh, I get it. So the squirrel doesn't go, or a cat doesn't go away when I kill it. I get it. Oh, I may have made a foobar there. Now, I wonder if he does 3 damage, does it, like, gives him 1 damage and then me 2? We'll figure it out. Is there much Halloween stuff going on at the Coalition today?
Yeah, they have this thing. So, like obviously I can't say too much, but we're set up in pods.
Yeah.
And each pod has their areas decorated up.
Okay. I guess I can get rid of the undead cat because he doesn't die. So wolf on wolf. There we go. That's one thing that I do miss is, like, in studio there would always be, like, you know, the costume competitions and all that sort of stuff. And I mean, there's probably a costume thing going on, like, at the school, but it's a little different. Okay, play you. Sorry, you're out of there. And put a wolf over there. Do some damage. So what are you playing right now, like, as your main...
I've gotten back into New World.
Okay.
My sister and her friends were starting to play it, so we kind of, like, because it just launched recently on console.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a couple hundred hours into it when it released just regular on PC, so I got back into that. I'm trying to think what I've been playing. Like I said, Dragon Age is probably going to be my next purchase. I play some gadget games like Zenless Zone Zero.
Yeah,
I've still been playing that, not as much. I still dip into Fortnite every once in a while.
Yeah. You know,
I was playing the sorry, I keep cutting you off because I keep remembering. I've been playing the beta for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, really good.
They've got their free weekend or whatever coming up, right?
Yeah, I think it's this weekend, yeah. But PS5 was lucky enough to get it on Monday.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Do you have to be a PlayStation Plus member to do it, or...?
Yeah, to get the early access, and then I think the regular access is this weekend.
Okay. I can't do the cat. I gotta do the squirrel. Alright, squirrel first.
What about you? What have you been playing?
Well, with the boys, it's generally like there's a lot of Fortnite stuff.
Yeah.
And then, other than Fortnite stuff, the kids have been really pushing with Helldivers, which...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've really wanted to get into that.
It's like, I mean, as a fan of Starship Troopers, it's hilarious because like it's Starship Troopers meets like Warhammer 40K type stuff. Like it's quite good. The whole controversy with like the devs and Sony and them pushing back against Sony and all that sort of stuff has been a very interesting sort of like meta saga. Other than that, I'm currently like tomorrow I'm going to start playing the new Zelda game because I've been pretty excited for that.
The one where you play as Zelda?
Yeah, the first Zelda.
Yeah,
where
that game looks cool.
The other thing I'm dying to start playing, and again I want to play it on stream, is the Metaphor Fantasio, the follow-up like from the Persona team.
Yeah, Liam is playing that, and he absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
That kid is a masochist, though. He plays everything on the super hard difficulty. I swear, he just likes punishing himself. And he's like, Dad, it's a good challenge. I'm like, you're nuts. Because he'll come out after spending like 3 hours in a dungeon and then getting pasted.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, oh, God, I hate this game so much. And then he'll just go right back in there.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, but I am definitely the same in that regard. Like, with some of the Persona stuff, like in Persona 5 Royal, there's a couple of bosses where like you can do amazingly well, and then all of a sudden they'll just get a one-hit like party wipe.
Yep.
And like I think that is the sloppiest game design ever. But at the same time, I just couldn't help myself. I just kept playing.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I don't really care for this, but I can't do anything about it. So what the hell? I'll just keep doing it, I suppose. Shoot.
Just keep banging your head against the keyboard until you either finish it or pass out.
Yeah, and like for me, one of the things that really killed me was like, you sit through like all this like exposition, and then all of a sudden, you gotta go and do it all over again because you get that one stupid party wipe thing, and it's really, really, really frustrating. Shoot, I guess I'll kill the stoat and put the snapper in. That doesn't seem. I think I'm in trouble. But I'm not entirely sure. I just collect squirrels forever now. I think he's toast. Yeah, so I mean, it's funny, like I've been doing these workshops and stuff where I've been going to schools and talking to them, and whenever I bring up Fortnite, there's always this groan, and I'm just like, you guys have no idea, like Fortnite is the closest thing we have to a metaverse. Fortnite is this like massive property where like Disney is bought in, and like Tencent is bought in, and like all these other companies have bought in, and it's just like it's not going anywhere. So yeah, like it's just so funny to see all these kind of people trying to be cool and trying to be holier than thou, and it's like, well, you don't understand how important that game is to kind of games overall right now. Like, it's funding the development of Unreal, right?
I mean, when they finally release the Disney World stuff, it's going to be insane.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? Is like, again, a lot of people, they're hating on stuff, not really understanding what it's going to do. Ooh, can I poison the cat? Can I make a poison cat? Yes, I can. Yeah, I mean, we've only seen Disney kind of scratching the surface on Fortnite. I think. What's this? Somewhere in this file cabin. Alright. Yeah, the Disney stuff so far has been cool, but I think, like you said, like when they've got their own worlds and they're doing their very own stuff, it's just going to be that much deeper. This. Oh, I can't kill those guys.
Although there's now a serious risk of Disney adults turning into Fortnite adults.
Yeah.
We all know how bad Disney adults can be.
Yes. And I mean, the other part of that is,
I mean, if Disney adults are spending Disney adult type money in Fortnite, then that's good for Fortnite.
yeah, the tricky part is that if the Disney people that come along for the ride are the Disney people that just hate everything, because it's like,
Yeah, those Star Wars people and Marvel people can leave their cards at the door.
yeah, because that's the thing, right? Is it's like, again, like you take a show like maybe like the Acolyte or whatever, where like people, were very polarized against it. I just I didn't enjoy the writing very much, and so I just kind of dipped because the show was kind of squidgy. Did I hate it? No, it was just a thing. But like, there's so much Disney stuff, there's so much Star Wars stuff that I just felt that like there's just too much stuff for me to keep up with.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'm gonna dip on this. And like, I hate to say it, but I haven't seen really any Star Wars stuff or even Marvel stuff in the last little while where I've been like super excited. Like, Deadpool was the only thing in the last couple of years where I've been super excited, and I think I saw it in the theater 3 times.
Dang. Oh, that was a good movie though.
Oh, dude,
Deadpool Wolverine was great.
yeah. Oh, fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the...
So I guess I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum then when it comes to the Disney Marvel stuff, because I consume everything. I really enjoyed The Acolyte. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
I didn't understand the hate, but maybe it's just because I'm easy to please.
But that's it kills me that like people just went ham over it. I was just like, whatever. And, like, I didn't, for me, I was like, whatever. I'm not that plussed or bothered about it. But people went nuts.
Oh yeah, and just finished off Agatha All Along last night. I thought that was another really well done show.
Yep.
Do I have complaints? Yep, I have a ton of complaints, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then watching like the sizzle reel for the stuff coming up. I am absolutely excited for the new Daredevil series.
Yeah.
I think Ironheart has a chance to be pretty good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
I don't know, I'm a huge nerd when it comes to the Disney Marvel stuff, so it's just like, I'm here for it. If it sucks, then I'll say it sucks and just carry on. I'm not going to obsess over it.
agreed. And that's the thing too, is it's like, especially for us, like we work in games and we know lots of people that work in film, and it's like the people who are working on the stuff generally don't make all the decisions, right? It's
Not
like,
at all.
It's like I'm the guy who, tweaks the light, or I'm the guy that makes the model, or I'm the guy that designs the whatever, or, and it's just like all these people are doing their absolute best. They're all trying to create something awesome. And if something gets, messy along the way, it gets messy along the way. Let's see here. I want a gift.
Yeah, it's like the people who get online and start slapping off about QA if there's bugs in a game.
Yeah.
They have no idea what goes into doing QA and who makes the decisions. But it's QA that should be fixing the bugs, right?
What's always killed me is the general populace chiming in on a ton of stuff that they just flat out don't understand. And like, I remember there was a point where like I was at EA and they were trying to scrimp on QA, and I was like, of all the things you do not want to scrimp on is your quality assurance. And sure enough, like all the properties where they scrimped on QA, you can feel it.
The game suffers for it.
Like there is no way to have a great game. There's no way to have a great game if it's just utterly, kind of broken and jank.
Yep. And I mean, I'm not gonna talk crap about my Microsoft overlords, but this, you know about the 18.6 stuff, right?
The which?
18.6 for contractors.
Oh, is that like 18 months on, 6 months off?
Yeah, it's especially ridiculous when it comes to like finaling, because
Yeah.
they're letting people go who have spent the last 18 months working on the title just to bring in new people, and the time wasted to get those people up to speed, especially during finaling.
Yeah.
It's dumb. It's so silly.
No, so as somebody who's worked in the industry, as somebody who's worked as a contractor, one of the most frustrating things in industry is when companies are just trying to pinch pennies and then they end up spending dollars. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's guilty of it. EA is guilty of it. Microsoft is guilty of it. They're trying to kind of like stretch a buck, and it doesn't always work that way. Like the bean counters only ever see, like, let's say this quarter, right? Like, and like for anybody who doesn't know, like a year is divided up into quarters, and they only ever look at like, you know, how much money we're spending in a quarter, and they don't see the knock-on effect of like laying somebody off, or, you know, laying one person off only to hire someone else to fill that role. It's so hard to explain to them that just hiring somebody as permanent, regular, full-time, yes, it's more expensive on paper, but it's way cheaper in the long run. I remember I was working on a Need for Speed game, and one of our guys got let go in the middle of production, and he was a bit shocked by it. He was a bit shocked, like I said, because, you know, we were in the middle of a production and he got laid off. And then following that, like the following week, I guess it was, all of a sudden he's walking back onto the production floor, and we're like, oh man, it's awesome, like, you know, welcome back. And so he's like, yeah, it's really weird. And I was like, what's really weird? And he said, well, they laid him off from being a regular full-time guy, and then he's at home for a couple of days. Somebody realized what an impact it was going to have on production, so they had to offer him this like completely crazy contract in order to get him to come back, because he was burned, like he was angry. And so
Of course.
he ended up making bank on that, and I was like, well, what was the point? Like,
Yep.
it's like, you guys screwed up, and then you end up spending more. So I'm very, very unhappy with the way that some of the big AAAs try to, like you said, like save a penny or pinch a penny. I generally find smaller studios are a little bit more clever on that. They kind of understand like the value of the knowledge of employees.
I agree. The last two places for sure I worked at did, but then they fall under the no guarantee of having work come in.
Yeah. What's the... Oh! I just pulled my tooth out to give him a point of damage. Okay. That was
A little gross, but
Okay, so he killed my squirrel. I literally have no cards to play, so I'm just sacrificing squirrels. Alright, I don't think I can possibly win this. I think I just keep pulling squirrels until the end of time.
how is the family?
The fam jam is...
What grade are the boys in now?
They are grade 10s.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Already. Jesus, where did time go?
The battle will take a toll on you. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like, you know, I was picking up the kidlets the other day, and it's just like, we're within 2 years of graduation. All right, is this guy gonna murder me? I guess he's gonna murder me.
Are they almost close to driving age?
Yeah. So next summer, they'll both turn 16.
Oh my god. That's crazy, dude.
One of my buddies, his girl just turned 16. Okay, you aren't dead yet. This isn't purgatory. Pre-expire must ask you a favor, like a memento. Oh, is this my own death card? Work together. I want this to be a perfect memento of you. Sure. Please choose a card, draw a cost from. Sure. 2 blood from wolf. Alright. Power and health numbers. Sure. Okay. Extract the signal. Yeah, so like his girl turned 16, and he actually just happened upon somebody was selling like an old Civic hatchback for I think it was like $1,500.
But like the bubble or the flat hatchback?
The more bubbly one.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, let's right. So like he picked it up and he's just like, you know, if you want this car, you can buy it off me, and if not, he's like, I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna actually make money off of it because it's an awesome deal. And so she's like, yes. So her like first car is gonna be this cool little Civic hatchback and stuff.
Dude,
and
those old Civics are awesome.
Well, it just so happens I'm like, hey dude, if you need any parts, come raid my garage because I got leftovers. Now what's the possum do? Bones? Oh, that's what that costs. Let's do the stoat. What's this? You gained a bone. Okay, so that's how. Yeah, so next year they're going to be driving age. How old are your dudes now?
Give me 1 sec.
Oh, no worries. I need squirrels. I need 2 bones for that. So oh, do I need? No, there we go. So now I can get the possum. Okay, I need squirrels. Possum do some damage. What's a bullfrog do? Let's find out. Okay. And I've got lots of squeals, but I've got nothing.
I'm back.
Yay. Yeah, how old is your crew? Huh?
So my oldest is turning 19 in January.
Oh my goodness.
And Liam is going to be 18 in April.
Nice. Get up and fetch it for me. What am I fetching? Beside the safe. Okay, what are we doing here? Is that the safe? There we go. And then we put this on the table. How do I put it on the table? Okay, continue. There we go. Yeah, it is definitely wild how time definitely flies a lot faster as an adult, especially an adult with jobs and stuff. What's the cockroach? Let's take the cockroach.
Just making me realize actually how long I've known you. It's a long time.
It's been a minute. There we go. Yeah, it was funny. I was trying to figure out what to play today, and I was like, oh, maybe like Alien Isolation, or maybe like a couple other games, maybe Doom Eternal. And then I was like, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna play something a little bit smaller. So we got Bones, we got Boulder. I don't know what this is, and since I don't know what it is, I'll pick it.
Speaking of Doom, that new medieval Doom looks kind of
Oh,
cool.
dude, after Eternal, I was like, I don't know if they need to do another Doom, and then they like showed the trailer for that medieval Doom, and I was like, oh.
Yep, they need to do another Doom.
It's just like, I can't wait to get my hands on another Doom.
Yep.
Again, leave it to a game designer to be like, I can come up with something interesting. Even there's the shield thing, like straight up, Captain America razor shield thing. But there was also that like gun that just fires like crunched up skulls. I'm like, yep, you had me at crunched up skulls.
Yeah, sold.
Okay, so we've got this stout in the ring. Bash. Oh, that didn't go well. Let's go here. A squirrel over there. I need more bones, but I didn't take the thing with more bones. What's this? What did that do? No idea. I want another squirrel. No. Just need a couple of sponges to suck up damage. There we go. Hey, did that give me... Oh, it did give me bones. Cockroach? Oh. Before you draw a new one. Oh, okay. Squirrel. And I don't have enough for that, so I'll go you there. You there. Yeah, back when Jim and I came through and did school, there were no like fancy game design schools. Yeah, let's play another squeal. Yeah, it's funny. I'm actually going to be visiting the kids' high school next week. Oh, you may accept my surrender, or you may finish this match the slow way. I'll take the surrender. I'm gonna visit their school to like sort of, talk to them about our programs and stuff like that. And I went into the school and like, when we came through high school, like there was none of this. Like the kids have, ooh, I'm gonna take the me card. There's like animation programs and they've got like 3D printers and robotic stuff, and I was just like, dang.
Yeah, can I go back to high school?
Yeah. And it's like
I'd be like Steve Buscemi in that one. What's up, fellow students?
Definitely. Ooh. I would like to cut up one of your cards, yes. Yeah, and like it's funny because talking to my guys, I was like, oh, do you have any interest in this or that? And they're like, no. And I'm like, man, you guys are not taking advantage of all the things that you have available to you. All right, I got a boulder, I got a stump. Let's see here, bullfrog. I think that bullfrog is.
What are the boys' aspirations?
So I got one kid who he's on the autism spectrum, and so his biggest fascination is with history.
Okay.
And so he has come to the conclusion that he might enjoy political science.
Okay.
Initially, he was talking about becoming a history teacher, but I kind of dissuaded him from that because history teaching jobs, there's a lot fewer of them than he would like to realize or admit. And so kind of one of the best strategies is like, okay, well, if you do want to get into doing history, then maybe like archaeology might be the play. Actually go on site, do digs and that sort of stuff. I think
You're raising Indiana Jones there.
Yeah, I think the Indiana Jones vibe is probably a better play than kind of hunting for that lucrative, teaching gig. Do I want to do that? No, I don't. Let's go. Smashy smash. And then my other guy, he saw, we had an electrician come out and install a charger for our car. And he was like kind of asking us like how much did we pay for that, and he found out like how much we had to pay for installation of this charger, and he's just like, I want to be an electrician. And I'm like, that's not a bad idea, buddy. That's a very good idea. So yeah,
there's always going to be a need for electricians.
Oh yeah. So he's very much on the electrician train right now. He's very. Ooh, there we go. I got enough for a cockroach. You go there. So yeah, and we have a school that's close to us that offers like some trades programs, and the trades programs that they offer. If you're under 19, you can go there for free for a year. And so I told him, I'm like, well, whether you're sure about it or not, like, go and do the free thing for a year, because that ain't gonna
see if you like it.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Oh, it's an undying card. Why didn't I use that every time? There we go. Stone. Passcode skull there. The bullfrog signal. Okay, so there's probably. Oh, hold on. Can I? No. How do I? There's the sigil. Oh, 273. I guess that's the code for the save. See, this is where it starts to get meta. He doesn't get it, and I get the stuff. Cool. There we go. I smashed you. Don't damage more than I need to win. Such feats are rewarded. A tooth to keep for each extra damage done. Nice. Yeah, so they're, like I said, one might end up Indiana Jones, or he could end up in politics, and the other one wants to do sparky stuff, wants to be an electrician.
So make sure you give him the good advice of don't lick your fingers over touching the wires.
Well, I've replaced a couple of like outlets and sockets and stuff, and I was in the middle of it, and I'm like, wait a minute, you should be doing this. You want to get into this? Oh, uncanny his appearance, quickly distracted by his wares. All right, what do we got here? Oh, take a pelt free of charge. Okay, see the quality, yada yada. Okay, how do I, what's this? I need more teeth for that one. Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess I spent all of my stuff. Whatever. What do your kiddos want to do? Or I guess are doing?
Well, it's hard to say. I think Liam may be interested in game dev stuff.
Okay. But
again, with both children being on the spectrum and both having like severe anxiety and depression and shit, just getting them to get out of bed in the morning is like an achievement for me. So
yeah.
I'm not pushing anything on either of them.
Yeah.
When they're ready to do what they want to do, then I'll be there to support them. For now, I just make sure that they're okay.
Yeah. Now what is this? Oh, am I enhancing it? Or... I'm gonna enhance me. Okay, kill it. Warm before my enhancing the power of the spiders reach towards it. Crap, finish their teeth. Okay. That was weird. Yeah, one of the things, like, my one guy, Cooper, who's on the spectrum, his anxiety has been about math, like, and it's an unfounded anxiety. Like, he's, like, really kind of paranoid about doing well in math, but he is actually doing pretty okay in math, and it's just trying to, like, explain to him. It's like it's fine, dude. Like you don't have to worry.
Yeah, it's more like with my oldest Kaiser, he couldn't deal with the social anxiety of being at school.
Yeah.
Like there was just too much people, and there is a really rough time there.
Yeah.
Liam, he does have issues with the social anxiety. You know, he's always worried that people are judging him, or you know, the work that he's doing, it makes him look stupid and stuff like that. So it's just, God, it's tough having kids on spectrum, man. It's hard to make them feel good about themselves and reassure that they're doing okay, because their brains are telling them that they're not.
It's funny too, like I've noticed, like teaching in the world of game dev, the creative arts attracts people who sit somewhere on the spectrum quite often, and the creative arts also attracts a lot of people who are like part of LGBTQ plus. So it's really interesting because I think, like, you know, the creative side is more kind of welcoming and a little bit easier.
It allows people in those communities to express themselves and not be judged for it.
Yeah, like the number of students that I've had who have been either LGBTQ, I've had lots of like trans students, had lots of people like on the spectrum, and they really do, like, for people who might stick out in a lot of places, they really do fit in. Right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think Kaiser's a brilliant artist.
Yeah.
But because he's inside his own head so much, he thinks anytime he puts pen to paper, it's garbage, right?
Yeah.
They're their own worst critic.
Yeah. And I mean, again, that comes like part and parcel with just the arts in general too, because it's like,
True.
you know, I've always said to students, if you love all of your own work, then you're not an artist. Right? Like,
Yeah, more likely they'll hate everything they ever do.
Yeah. Like I've told people, I'm just like, look, you know, within a couple of months of me making my favorite thing ever, I hate it. Right? Like it's just part of, you know, making art is you're going to move on, and hopefully you're getting better and better and better as you go, and you know, it's part and parcel. The folks that get a little too attached to stuff, it's like you can't get attached, especially if, you know, if you're working in the creative field. Here, hold on, it says stand up. Let me stand whenever the map is unrolled. Okay, but yeah, like if you're ever working in the creative field, like our whole thing. Okay, where's the book? Where's the rule book? Is that the rule book? 273. Our whole thing is like, we're creative, but we're making a product. Right? So it's like, you know, whether you're working on games or films or whatever, there's only so long you can work on something. Ooh, cool. Free card. Okay.
I don't know. I think it's fair to say that in the creative, there's like a couple of things that you have to realize, and then once you come to terms with that, then things could be better. There's always going to be someone who can draw better than you. Always. It's like, it does not matter how long you've been working, or there's always going to be someone that can draw better than you. You got to realize that, and then you got to realize that you're your own worst critic. You're always going to hate your own artwork.
For sure.
And it's like, once you come to terms with those couple of things, then I feel like you'd be a happier artist or a happier creative.
Yeah, I mean, like, we always talk about, like, imposter syndrome and that sort of stuff. But
Mhm.
you know, the fact of the matter is instead of, you know, thinking like I have to be the absolute best, it's just like I'm here to help, I'm here to contribute. That's like, I've got a lot of students that come through and, you know, they want to do indie stuff. And with indie stuff, you know, you shouldn't be the most amazing at one thing. If you're an indie, you've got to be good at kind of lots of things. And then if you
Because
do
it's
want
the
to,
indie places that are going to need those single people to do multiple disciplines.
for sure. And the other side of it is, like, if you're working on a team, like, the team is going to need you to do specific things, and they're going to help, and they're going to build you up. The other thing that always kind of drives me, one thing that kind of like drives me nuts is, you know, like, people thinking like, you know, they've got to do this thing and they've got to have like all the answers and all that stuff immediately. But every team I've ever worked on, they train you for the gig, or they train you for the role. Like, if
Exactly.
you don't have to come through the door knowing everything, because they'll help you out.
Yeah, because every team is going to be different. Every team's going to use different hardware. Every team's going to use different software.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's the other thing too, is like I keep telling students, because, you know, being in post-secondary, what did I do? Oh, I did a bunch of, nice. Killed a muley. Yeah, like being in school, I get to see, you know, so many students come through and be nervous and be like, oh, you know, I need a degree. It's like, you do not need a degree in this space. In this space, you need a portfolio. That is all. Because that's the thing, is like, you know, artists don't get hired based on their grades. Designers don't get hired based on their grades. Programmers don't get hired based on their grades. It's always been frustrating to me, because there's all these people that think that, like, you know, they've got to have the 4.0 GPA in, you know, an art and design program. It's like, no, you just need to make awesome art, or you need to make awesome designs, or you need to code awesome tools. Like, that's the key takeaway. That's what you're gonna get hired on.
Yep.
I mean, even like Jim and I, we went through an animation program, and it wasn't necessarily like, you know, the best artist. It wasn't necessarily somebody getting a 4.0 GPA that would end up getting gigs out of there. Like, Jim and I have both worked in games. We had a guy in our class, I don't even remember Ron. Like,
Yep.
Ron had a background, he graded lumber as his job. And he came and took an animation class, and he was really good. And then at the end of it, he's like, I'm just going to go back to grading lumber. He wanted to take animation because he was curious about it, and he wanted to know how to do it, but he didn't want to do it professionally. And that always, like, I was like, for real? Okay. Oh,
And then there was Barry.
Yeah, every class has a Barry. So we had a guy in our class, and he was one of those guys that was just kind of parked there. He had no interest in participating, really. And the rest of the class, like, he's also one of those guys that kind of made the rest of the class feel, you know, a certain sort of way. And you just got to endeavor as a student to not be that guy, right? Because, you know, he made people uncomfortable to be around, or, oh, the beaver. I will take the beaver. And he just, in general, you know, he wasn't there to, I don't even think he was really interested in finishing the course. Like, he was just kind of there. And it's always like baffled me, like, you know, when people come through, whenever I do something, I do it because I want to be there. And so it always made me a little wary and a little skeptical when you run into people who don't necessarily even care to, you know, participate or to be there. It always just weirded me out. That's another like question I field from a lot of students is like, how do I do this? How do I do that? And I just tell them, like, you just gotta be passionate. You gotta want it, right? Like, you can't just wait for the gig to come to you, because it's not gonna.
Exactly. All right, dude. I gotta dip. I gotta get back to the old grind. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. We should do this again. You're doing your Halloween stream tomorrow, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna start working on, or playing, I should say, not working on, the new Zelda tomorrow. So
Cool.
yeah.
Lunchtime again?
Maybe?
Okay.
We'll see.
Just send me a Discord, let me know, and then I can tune into your stream.
For sure. All right, man.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Take care, man. Ciao.
All right, everybody. This has been our test stream. It's about 1 o'clock, so I think I'm gonna wind down here. Oops, being attacked. And I probably don't have enough attack power to do much anyway. I don't have enough characters. So what I'll do is, can let's go into my turn. Can I go to the start screen? There we go. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here for today. Thanks very much to anybody who, you know, came out and checked it out. Everything seems to be working well. We've got our audio working. I'm able to have people join. So everything seems to be working pretty good. So for today, I'm gonna sign off, and I will talk to you all at another time. Thank you very much for coming out. Bye.